Hello everyone, this is Brenda from Fun Party Printables Company, and I'm going to show you how I'm taking my two different printables here with the pillow boxes, and this is the Valentine gnome box, and I'm going to show you how to turn the printable into your three-dimensional pillow box for treats or whatever you'd want to put in the box. So what I'm going to first do is I am going to take a scissors, just a plain old scissors. You can also use like an X-Acto blade and a cutting mat if you feel more comfortable cutting with an X-Acto blade. I'm pretty good with the scissors, so I'm just going to be using my scissors to cut it out first. And I'm just going around the outside first to do the cuts. Now, the one side has this little groove in the top, so that it kind of helps everything kind of latch later on when you're putting your box together. And sometimes it's just easier to cut over the top first and then go ahead and add that. So I've just cut out around the outside. I'm also going to just quick cut my little gnome guy out here too. All right. I'm also going to show you this one. This side got a little bit jagged, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my X-Acto blade and I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit. It was just a little bit hard to cut with my scissors. So the next thing that you are going to do, now you can use a straight edge like a ruler, or if you can do it freehand, you don't have to use a straight edge. But basically what you do is you're going to take some kind of tool. I have this little embossing tool that has the little balls on each end. You could also really carefully use the back side of an X-Acto knife. You're just scoring the paper so that you can fold it really nicely. You're not cutting through it. These little embossing tools work really, really well. So then for the curved areas, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to really carefully, I'm putting some good pressure on there with my embossing tool, and I'm just going to go over those black lines on this side and then turn it over, and where the two different patterns meet, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. And you can see I have this really nice fold where my paper can now fold over and it meets, and I can glue them shut. I'm also just going to quick fold. Now the curved fold is a little bit harder, but because we scored the paper, it'll fold really nicely. So I'm just going to kind of put my folds in there. And if your score isn't quite good enough for the fold, you can always go back and rescore. So I might do as I'm going to rescore right here, just because it didn't really fold as nice as I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, so I can kind of know how it's gonna go together for me. But before I do that, I'm gonna put my little Valentine guy on here, my little gnome. Now you can use a glue stick, you can use double-sided tape, whatever works for you. I'm gonna use just a little bit of double-sided tape, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my little gnome guy here. And I'm gonna stick him down. Now, he doesn't look very dimensional now, but once we get everything curved around, he will pop out forward for us. And I'm gonna quick just cut out my little hugs and kisses here. And I'm gonna kind of have that kind of sticking out like that. So I'm gonna take some more double-sided tape. I'm just gonna pop a little piece on the back like that. And I'm gonna have that just under my gnome just a little bit. Okay, so now to put our box together, I am going to, actually I'm gonna fold my tape just a little bit so that it fits. My tape's a little bit wider. And I'm just kind of folding my tape so it fits along that edge that is folded, that we scored. And I'm going to line up my ends. Now you can already see that our little guy is starting to pop out here. And this side didn't line up real nice, so I'm going to just reposition it a little bit. There we go. And all I do is I'm going to pop my sides together like so. And just like that. And actually we'll put this side down. There we go. And there you have your three-dimensional little Valentine gnome pillow box. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.